Good morning all of you. In earlier class we discussed regarding about introduction of reproductive health and RCH programs, the goals of RCH. And today's class we are going to discuss about regarding population stabilization and birth control methods, different types of birth control methods. So population stabilization and birth control, the quality of life of the people significantly improved in the last century. The lifespan of the people is significantly increased during last century. So what is the reason the lifespan of people is increased? Increased health facilities along with better living conditions. The lifespan of the people was increased because of health facilities, increased health facilities along with better living conditions. So hospitals are increased, expertises are increases, and infrastructure increase. So everything increased, health facilities increases, and health facilities along with better living conditions. So a rapid decline in death rate. Death rate is declined, right? So the quality of life of the people significantly improved in the last century. The reason is increased health facilities along with the better living conditions. A rapid decline in death rate. So it leads to decline in death rate. Death rates are decreased. So compare with the last century, in earlier, there are so many death rates that takes place because of advanced health facilities. Techniques are not well developed. So reasons for population explosion. What is the reasons for population explosion? This is the major reason. Increased health facility along with better living conditions. A rapid decline in death rate. Whenever death rate is decreased means obviously population number is increased. Reasons for population explosion, not increases. Explosion means what? Vastly developed, hugely developed. A rocket like development takes place in earlier. The population number is increased. So what is meant by population? Earlier we discussed population means the species, the organisms which lives in one region in particular time and particular area, that is called as population. For example, in 2019 year, the population of Karnataka, in the year of 2019, the population of Karnataka state, alright. So that is the population. And so what is the reason for population explosion? So there are so many reasons are there. Population is hugely exploited and hugely developed, increased. So the reason is, major reason, increased health facilities along with better living conditions. And next one, MMR and IMR is decreased. Maternal mortality rate, infant mortality rate. MMR, maternal mortality rate. IMR, infant mortality rate. So again two abbreviations, MMR and IMR. So rapid decline in death rate, MMR, maternal mortality rate, IMR, infant mortality rate, in the name only. Maternal mortality rate at the time of the parturition, the death of mothers takes place earlier, because what is the reason? Because of health facilities is not much developed. And IMR, infant mortality rate. So after the birth, infants mortality rate also high. So earlier, but after that MMR and IMR is decreased. Whenever death rate is decreased means obviously population going to be increases, exploited. Understood or not? Right. So next reason, protection from natural calamities. So in earlier, whenever tufans came and again any type of earthquakes, there is no alarms, there is no cautions given from governments, but after that there is different types of advanced techniques was developed. So you can easily protect from the natural calamities, any type of cyclones, tufans, and earthquakes, and all different types of natural calamities. So obviously death rate was decreased, population rate increased. Increase in number of people of reproductive age, this is the major. Whenever in particular one type of population in one area, which type of age people are going to be reproduced, reproductive age. In one particular population, the reproductive age people or number is high, then obviously population number is increases. Suppose in one population, for example, in one population, old people are more, those are post reproductive, so population number is increases, not increases. For example, in one population, very small childs are more, so below means pre reproductive age people are there, then population number is increases, not increases. So increase in number of people of reproductive age people are more, so obviously population was increases rapidly, right. So here population stabilization and birth control, the quality of life of the people significantly improved in last century. So what is the reason for population explosion? Increased health facilities along with better living conditions, a rapid decline in death rate, that is MMR and IMR is decreased. MMR maternal mortality rate and IMR infant mortality rate, the mortality rate means death rate was decreased. And the protection from natural calamities, different types of the natural calamities, tufan, cyclones, and there is different types of earthquakes. So by that, so the people are going to be protected because of advanced techniques are developed, and increased in number of people of reproductive age. So in one population, in one particular area, there is a reproductive age group people are more, so obviously the population number is increased because of they are producing next generations, right. Up to this clear, right. Next one, census report. So what is meant by census? Census means the counting of the people in one population, the counting of head count, the counting of the people is called census. And in world population and India population, so census report of world, census report of India, so there is a how the population exploited, how the population rapidly increased, rocket like increase is takes place in earlier. So here see, you can observe here in the year of 1900, 2 billions population. So world population in year 1900, 2 billions, that is 2000 million. So 1 billion means 1000 million, 2 billions 2000 million. So 1 million means how many? 10 lakhs. Okay. So world population in the year of 1900, 2 billions. So coming to the year 2000, 6 billion. So 4 billions was increased. So in the year 1900, 2 billions. In the year 2000, the population was 6 billions. And year 2011, 7.2 billions. So now the world population approximately 7.2 to 7.3 billions. So in the year 2011, 7.2. Okay. So the hugely population exploited. So you can observe 1900 to year 2000. Here only there was huge development of huge growth of population. 4 billions was increased. And coming to the this is whatever we discussed, that is world population. And coming to the India population at the time of independence. So when independence, that is 1947, in the year of 1947, 350 millions only, 350 millions only. So in the year 2000, it increased up to 1 billion. So 350 to 1 billion in the span of 50 years. So 1 billion. So the population was hugely increased, 1 billion. And in the year 2011,